If you want to represent Allah Azza wa Jal on earth, meaning you want to be a Khalifa, you want to be a custodian of this creation and take care of your responsibility and duty to Allah Azza wa Jal, and also fulfill your higher purpose, you have to purify yourself. And you have to purify yourself body and soul. So when it comes to your body, that means your wealth. Where does your wealth come from? Are you making money in a good way? Are people or the environment or the creation suffering just so that you can make your money? This is something we don't necessarily, we have certain things that this is on our radar, like we know that we shouldn't be selling alcohol and we shouldn't be selling lottery tickets, but we're not yet at the point where we're starting to question, like, what's my carbon footprint of my job or the company I work with? Is the company I work for ethical, right? Are they, the technology that they use, or, you know, the code that they use, or the systems that I'm helping to maintain, are they using it in an ethical way? What's the effect of my job on the environment? Right? These are questions that are uncomfortable. They're going to result in us having some sort of reckoning, but they're important. So a person has to purify themselves. That has to do with their money, making sure that they're not making money from injustice, and also from their body when it comes to what they eat. Right? They have to eat from the tayyibat, not just what's halal, but from the pure things in this world. And the companions were very, very strict about this sort of thing. Like Abu Bakr, the famous story, he had started eating something, and he was informed by the person who brought it to him that it was from some other person. It wasn't permissible. He could have said, it's like, well, I didn't know, so I'm going to stop. But he forced himself to throw up, right? So that's a whole other level. They really, really believed and understood that inside, outside, you know, you are what you eat. So if you want to have a pure soul, you also need to work on purifying your body and making it in line with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants. Purifying the soul is something we talk about all the time, and that's something that has to be done as well. You know, the sort of spiritual sins of cowardice and of stinginess and you know, being uncharitable towards others, or having bad opinions or bad thoughts about others, or sticking your nose in other people's business and distracting yourself with everything else except for, you know, trying to obtain your spot in Jannah. We really need to purify our souls, and that's something I think that everybody recognizes. So if you want to represent Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you need to purify yourself, because you're not going to be able to do the work that Allah wants you to do in the world if you don't take care of yourself first.